Hey collective, and welcome. We're gonna get a overall energy check-in. I hope all is well. I hope everyone is creating the life that they totally dream of. I'm looking at my coffee that I left all the way over there on the table. You know, I'm gonna start back. I started doing some of my readings at my table in the kitchen, and I like doing them over there. So I may come back later on and do another one. Today's Friday. I'm feeling myself. Somebody. That's an intrusive thought. All right. So let's get your overall energy check-in. What is it that you need to know? Somebody does need to do a deep cleansing of your spaces. Some stagnant energy. I mean, from the bottom of the kitchen cabinets, the floorboards, somebody needs to do a nice, deep summer cleanse. All right. Spirit, give me clear and concise messages when it comes to this energy. I hope all is well. I'm looking real shiny right now. Let's see. Overall, King of Swords, logical communication. This is authoritative figure. Swords energy, air energy, Libra. Air signs. Precisions. Now it's getting, you done started something, you done planned it, executed it, and now it's on the precision. You know, like on a scientific scale, you know, or it's like 1 decimal. No, you got the scale that go to the 4. Like when I say the plus or minus, got to be legit magician here. Bringing life to something that you're working on. I'm not picking up negatively because this is all about self-mastery. The alchemist could be significant. Strength comes out sideways. All right, so a King of Swords. So Aries, Leo, Libra. But you pull in this strength. 2 majors back to back. This is over a time period of things. The Ace of Pentacles. Someone has a new beginning, a new opportunity. Using the fire to bring something to the material world, right? Page of Swords, Queen of Swords. God damn, so many people up out here. The Knight of Wands got attitude. So these are a lot of other people energies. Page of Swords, Queen of Swords. Somebody is speaking on the Knight of Swords, or is this, let's see, one more. The Hermit comes out on the Ace of Pentacles. In reverse, though. So you've pulled back your energy. Isolation, withdrawal, mistrust. So, Virgo. Page of Swords, Queen of Swords, right? On the Knight, impulsiveness. But if somebody's the Hermit in reverse, they don't trust these individuals anyway. So you could have been redirected to go another route. But we finna get to the bottom of it. Ooh, High Priestess. You trust your intuition. You was getting them downloads. I was seeing the Wheel of Fortune. Yep, you dodged a bullet. Somebody out here. Yep, 4 of Pentacles comes in the reverse, though. Upright would be control. In the reverse, it's still greed, though. So it's not about, okay, so you pull, so somebody don't like how much you pull back your energy because maybe they think that you have more than, they didn't realize how much you had when it comes to a situation. The Magician, who you are, High Priestess. It's something you're not speaking on to an individual or group of people. Actually, the Page of Swords, Queen of Swords. But why your name in these folks' mouth like this, though? Somebody tried to fucking destiny swap with an emperor? With a fucking Aries? More, this is that control. Someone wants somebody wanted somebody dependent upon them. But they realized, this King of Swords was working with this fucking Leo for someone, right? Doing magic on the individual, trying to control somebody's finances, what they did, what they was gonna do, and somebody done broke free. Somebody, this Knight of Wands was somebody like curiosity. They weren't just gonna sit in no box, and they come back out as the Emperor, starting as a magician, right? To come out to this Emperor, using your intuition, using your spiritual gifts. And maybe because you're not as controlling, or you don't give a shit about the things in the materialistic that most people be thinking you do. And so, especially when it comes to it's because it came out with the High Priestess. If you are sitting on some type of knowledge, or something that you're supposed to be pouring out to individuals, please do so. Any gifts that is not used, you are being cursed. So, don't be out here twisting yourself up. Pour it out. Just speak your truth. Speak your truth. Well, then look, the the 5 comes upright. But it flew out on this Queen of Swords, Page of Swords. So if somebody was speaking on somebody when it came to their finances and or their resources, that shit is being sent back to them. Whoever this Queen of Swords is. Mind you, that's more air signs. More air energy. Why the Queen? And then you get the 2 that comes out. Now having literally somebody made the wrong investment when it came to an option, and now they having to see that. Speak your truth. Speak your truth, because I'm finna throw this little situation at you. For example, I had somebody choose money over loyalty, and now that same individual turned on them and built the case on that ass and end up having to answer to it. Yep. And I don't associate myself with none of them. Hey, because before I completely cut them off, I politely told them, hey, do what works best for you. But they didn't know that I wasn't going to be there, because I have built my life on principles and morality. And I wouldn't ever choose no money over no fucking loyalty. Once I see, and I say this in the sense of like, once people do grimy things, like if I see, oh, you're not loyal to your partner, you are not nobody I'm doing business with. You're not even people I keep as friends. But that's just me. I don't trust people like that. You're a cheater, I don't trust you. I don't trust you. And literally, somebody chose the other person over me because of the money. Like they chose to do business with the individual, but the person was not loyal. Mind you, it ain't even like you didn't know who the fuck I was. This was family, my family, that chose to still do business with my ex who was cheating on me. And that motherfucker ended up turning on him. Now look at you, both of y'all, going through it. Goddamn, staying up late at night, thinking you finna send me that energy. Fuck out my goddamn life. You couldn't fuck up anything over here. The fuck up out of here. You do not exist in my world, my reality. Yeah. I cut my granny off. Shit. What did Kendrick say? Cut my goddamn granny off. She don't see the vision. Kevin Gates said in a song, he said, if I feel played, everybody getting robbed. Don't come over here with that grimy shit. The whole, star. Now you finally understanding some things, and now people having to see you actually was a protection for a lot of individuals. So you're finna go through another spiritual awakening. Like I said, somebody needs to do a deep cleansing. It's something you don't even realize you holding on to. Somebody done said and fed to you. They've been spiritually feeding you this shit too. Speaking lack over an individual. Thinking you gonna come back. Now you coming up out of this hermit. Like you coming up out of your shell again. Pouring back into yourself because you know who you are, who you've always been. You've been heavily protected though spiritually. That's one thing about it. And I can say, for example, because now I'm more aware of the shit that people speak over your life. So if you've been going through any type of health issues and you know you're a healthy individual, motherfuckers will speak that lack over you. Motherfuckers want you mentally unstable so that they can get whatever inheritance they supposed to be getting because they done spoke this shit. But because they can't pay up, that shit going back on their ass. And he coming to collect for somebody. Hangman, the sacrifice didn't fucking work. It didn't work. You are finally being recalibrated to a new timeline. You have officially stepped into this timeline with whatever it is. And I say that in the sense of where it's like if you're trying to build a foundation with somebody, we only have the Knight of Wands, right? So it's like you've started something, but you have maybe taken breaks. But you have the majors when it comes to the fire energy. The Magician and the Emperor are both out here. And the Strength. So what the fuck is stopping you? Like genuinely. This is all mental now. Like now you knowing that motherfuckers is mentally, energetically planning your energy. Clear that shit out. And you'll know when a person's speaking on you. Especially when it comes to mental energy. Because you'll know the thoughts are not yours. Like people literally speaking lack over you. Clear that shit out. Horses don't stop. They keep going. That's Thugger. What's that song? Is that Digits? Run up the numbers and run up them digits. Digits. The 4 comes in the reverse. That's what I'm saying. You finally, now you have, because you're probably now grounded to a sense where you can actually start placing the energy that has been misplaced for so long. You now can pinpoint, oh, I've been triggered by that. I've been letting this run to play. Somebody has been so deep off into, and I don't want to say it, but you've been deep off into, there was a chemical imbalance when it comes to how you've been feeling. And you are now trying to recalibrate yourself, like you're sparking life back into yourself. One opportunity at a time, one new adventure at a time. Don't have to rush yourself. I like that. Give me one more and we'll put some words to it. One more. And then guess what? Like I just stated, thank you, Spirit, the Fool. Try something new each and every chance you get. I don't care what it is, but try something new each and every chance you get. Baby, you have now completed a deed. When I say you've been going, somebody been getting mentally warped. Not whooped, but warped. You've been getting wrapped around. You've been so heavy on these motherfuckers' mind. Baby, they can't breathe, eat, or shit without having to see you, hear you. Every time they look, they think they see something that look just like you. You reminding so much of these people, so it's like a lot of shit maybe in the 3D that you have left behind, so somebody could still be using like your old pictures to playing back memories, trying to pull you back on different timelines and shit, have you going to like old places to see the same fucking faces. Hell no. Hell no, you're not finna keep playing in that type of energy. Oh no, baby. Oh no. Oh no. Close that out. You have distance and then conflict, like I said. But then the distance has blockage on it. Indifferences, incompatibility. Somebody from a distance going through it. These motherfuckers fighting in the background. Baby, you done blocked out so much of this goddamn energy. They going through it. Eating their ass day and night. Every time they look to see if something working, you look better and better. Emotional storm turmoils, but only affecting you because you ain't cleared something out. If you are being affected by something emotionally and you know that ain't your energy, are you actually accepting things? Are you actually accepting what it is you've been allowing to play? Somebody been living their life for so many people for so long, to where now Spirit had to force your ass to get the fuck away from these people, and now people mad, hopeless, sinking, despair. Yeah, you done gave so much of you away. Now Spirit is saying it's your time. People don't like that. They don't like that. But I don't know what they got going on. Depth, awareness, value. Now they want to see who you were, wanting you to come back. Now you are some importance. Now they seeing how important you were. It actually is that deep. Yep. Heart fog, mixed signals, blocked emotions, messed up. I'm only getting one more. Apology, forgiveness, sorry. Well, you may have an apology coming in with all these goddamn swords out here. But is they man enough to use their words? I don't know. You not seeming like you accepting these individuals from the past, though. Somebody is not accepting this. Not in a negative way. In a more of where it's like, I hear you, but you can't come back. Too much time has passed to where it's like you should have actually spoke on that years ago. Like, this is some shit that's been around for the minute. This ain't like it was just something that came up overnight. Hell no. You got too many of the spiritual cards out here. Strength, High Priestess, the Hangman, the Star. Goddamn, the Magician. Let's get a chakra. All right, bittersweet blue throat chakra, more communication. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you accepting it. You hear it. But you can't come back, though. You can't come back. You got bittersweet and discovery because you went back within yourself, understanding a lot of the things that you have been allowing to run the forefront of your life are no longer actually presently in your reality. You have been somebody that's been so deep off in their mind to where people don't understand that hell is actually something you can mentally live in. And someone was wanting you to be into that energy. Because you're going from the 4 reverse to the 5 upright. So maybe you have been so wrapped up into the spiritual and trying to understand things about yourself to where it may look as though to others that you have pushed them out and shunned them out. Because with the Hermit reverse, like, you've pulled back your energy completely. And so somebody thought that they was going to keep you in isolation. But the Emperor is never going to allow that to happen. He controls his own destiny, in a sense, when it comes to this. He is in control of his own fucking fate with the fucking Magician and the strength. You can't fuck with an Emperor that knows his fucking power and strength. And whether it is in a negative sense where it's like, because you know thyself, whether it's in a material sense or whatever it is, but mostly spiritual, if you know yourself, whatever the fuck is going on in the 3D do not fucking matter to the Emperor. He gonna get up and make that shit happen, regardless of what they got going on, regardless of what it looked like to anybody else, regardless of how they feel about it with this 2 of Swords. And so because they've been sending them daggers left and right, we're wondering if, okay, I done spoke on some shit. They was eager to speak on any and everything when it came to you. The minute you needed help, they went back and told the whole goddamn establishment about this. Cool. A motherfucker needed help. You helped them. But if you really think about it, you were supposed to do that. Anybody that you helping, that's the whole point, is to help them. You did it to help them. Are you bragging? Because what the fuck is you getting out of bragging about helping a motherfucker? A motherfucker was down on their last and they reached out to you. And now you going around telling everybody that so-and-so had to reach out to help from you. Did you help them? Yeah. So what do you want in? A cookie? What do you get from that? What they fail to realize is that because they went around and did that was the test. They failed on their part. They literally was actually supposed to give more. You know what? I actually supposed to even be returning some shit to you. Then, I mean, with this goddamn night of ones was eager to ride around the town, telling everybody about what you needed. Cool, but they still realized that you was the one that damaged them. The star comes, the hangman, having to realize, damn, wait a minute. I'm the one that put him in the situation. Uh-oh, the 4 reverse. Oh, so-and-so ain't gonna come back. Oh, I done seen, now somebody finna see you in a new limelight. I mean, completely. You may be out here starting your own goddamn family. It's something you building from the ground up. And I don't want you to let up on that with this discovery, and you gonna speak from your throat, whatever it is. Speak life into this shit. Forgive yourself, though, for whatever the fuck it is that you've allowed to, like, control for so long. You didn't even realize that it was at the forefront. But that's the message that I have for you guys. And I will see you on the next one. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Also go and check out my Patreon at K's Intuitive Messages, A Sacred Space. My podcast that is on that is on Spotify. Hey, I just have a message. Also follow me on TikTok at KH Tarot. But I will see you on the next one.